I've tried to stay away from this, but they've almost left me no choice. As soon as I start moving up in Ultimate Team, I'm playing these teams with better teams, stacking the cards up against me. They hit me with this kickoff time and time again, so I had to learn it. I'm talking about it's occasions where I'm getting pinned down inside the 5 yard line. There's another case where I actually picked the ball up, got hit stick, and fumbled. Mind you, Lamar Jackson's already a problem in Ultimate Team, and I don't have him on mine. Christian McCaffrey's a problem. Mike Evans is a problem. They already had the stacked team, so when I move up to the playoffs and you go against this, it's another thing you have to play against. So it's something you need to learn how to do. Because if you don't and somebody is doing it, it's going to be giving them advantage. I'm not saying you have to do it against every person you play because that's not necessarily the case. But it's good to have in your arsenal just in case somebody else does put it out against you so you can at least do it back. Even though this has been happening to me for a while since the games come out, today I finally took the time to learn how to do it, and I'm going to show y'all how to do it, and I'm going to explain to y'all how to do that as well. And as you can see, my opponent is pinned down within the 5 yard line using a normal kickoff. Now the setup is very simple. You want to do a normal kick while aiming the left stick all the way down and slightly to the right. For accuracy, you want to try to land the football in the green range, and for power, you want to get just enough so that it turns green when you let go of the A button or the X button if you're on PlayStation. Now, as a tip, the longer you hold it, the more powerful the kick is. So if you do it right when it turns green, when you kick it and you hit the scum kick, it may not roll into the end zone as fast, giving your kickoff team a chance to recover the ball. Or if they do pick it up, you might get a hit stick fumble for a loss. Now, for me personally, for me to be consistent, I like to aim my arrow on the outside of the left shoulder of the defender, so you can see right there. If you aim it right there, that's a good point of reference. And then timing, the accuracy is easy, but the power is the most important thing you want to get to, because if you do it just right, you can get that bounce and it'll roll slowly towards the back of the end zone, and then that'll definitely apply some pressure for you to get your opponent inside the 5 yard line, kind of like they did me in that first clip of the video. Now, as you can see here, you can make a mistake and mess it up if you don't kick it right, and they can catch the ball. And if they have a good returner, they can get some return yards on it. But I'm telling you, once I've seen that people do it against me consistently, the people that are good at it, they get it right almost every single time. And once you figure it out, it's like kicking a field goal or an extra point. You just know when to do it. It all takes repetition. Now, I'm going to be honest, there are multiple ways to do this as well. You can do it straight ahead. I don't prefer doing it that way because I feel like it's not as beneficial as kicking it to the right-hand side, because the bounce of the ball and the opportunities you have to recover the ball are a lot better in my opinion. And a lot of time when you kick it straight ahead, for me personally, I end up kicking it to the defender. They just catch it and they have short yardage, and then they have better field position. Now, the big thing about it is field position is a big thing in this game, because if you have to go 90 yards, that's a lot different than having to go 50 yards to score a touchdown, because you could get some time to figure out how somebody's offense is being ran, and you have more time to try to force or commit a turnover, whether it's an interception or a fumble, or even a turnover on downs or force a punt. Because one thing I know for certain, when I have to drive the ball 90 yards down the field, a lot of the time, if I don't get a big play, I have to use a lot more of my offense and show my offense earlier on. And it's to your advantage to not have to show many plays so that your opponent doesn't have a counter for them. Now, I personally suggest you practice it. You can go to practice mode, select special teams, and select kickoff. Me personally, I first started off kicking it like this in the game just because I don't like kicking it to the defenders directly anyways, because they take too much stuff back to the crib on here. In my opinion, the blocking on the kickoff is crazy, and then sometimes they don't take good angles. So I never like to kick the ball directly to the kick returner, because it's just, I've given up way too many touchdowns that way. So, you can practice it in the game itself and see how it goes for you. But I will come in here and practice just to experiment to see, like, okay, what's the least amount of power I can try to get, so I can see if I can just get it to roll. Maybe not necessarily into the end zone, but maybe like roll to the 1 yard line. But I'm going to end on a good one. Feel free to pause the video if you want to pause it on my meter. Also, drop any tips, tricks, and plays below this money. Until next time, Dinsky out.